Hi, everybody. This is Marilyn. Do we have any audio on this? Yes, no, maybe, sort of. Uh-huh. Okay, great. Thanks. This is Marilyn, and it is Welcome to My World, the noon edition on February the 25th, which is a Thursday. And we had some news this morning, which didn't seem to amount to too awfully much. And this morning, the biggest mover of the morning is the Canadian dollar. They got some kind of news in Canada that apparently really made them all very happy. But the Canadian dollar bolted up, and for the Nadex traders, it looks like there were some good opportunities this morning in both beans and corn. Corn especially kind of fell out of bed all of a sudden. But the rest of us that trade various indices and commodities and interest rate products, this has been a really tough morning. And looking back, it's been a bit of a tough month. February has kind of reminded me of last August when we all played scratching for ticks because the volume. If this is fairly new to you, please don't get discouraged if you're having problem finding trades, because the problem with what we're dealing with right now is there's been very little volume in any of these markets. The indices in particular have had no volume. Bonds spent the morning having almost no volume. And crude oil has had very little, just a little bit around 10-ish. And other than that, it does take volume. I know if you've watched the videos that Daryl does, he really emphasizes the importance of volume. So when there's no volume, typically you're going to get caught up in some chop because there's nothing to move it out of that. There will be better times coming, and certainly we've had a lot better times. What we're looking for is volatility. It doesn't matter to us what direction. It doesn't matter if it's up. It doesn't matter if it's down. Don't care. Just one way or the other with volume. And then we've got excellent trades. This morning, the VIX seems to be coming down. Right now, it's 20.45. And all these indices, it looks like they're having a contest for who can deliver the most chop. So I'd be very careful going into the close. Every day this week, going into the close from about 3 on, sometimes 3:15-ish, there have been some nice trades. It's almost like they're scurrying to the exits before to either run it up or down. So, and I wanted to show you something else. Lori pointed this out to me, and I've decided I just love it, is this 30-minute chart. If you have any kind of minutes, and I'm sure this would work because on the, well, maybe not so much, but anyway, there is a bar timer, and it's not the Apex bar timer. It's a, let me see what this thing is. It is, yeah, it's called the bar timer, and it's down here in the Nadex. Yeah, right here. Not Nadex, in the NinjaTrader. Bar timer right here. I added that thing, and I really do like it because what it does is, at a glance, sometimes when you're scanning around different charts on your monitors, it helps to have a little note here. You see a big candle, and you wonder, or a real small one, um, how much time is left on that candle. And this gadget uh, puts that right on here. So I kind of like that because when I look at that, then I instantly know this is a new bar. Got 22 minutes on this thing. So I put that on all my 30-minute charts, and I kind of like it. If it helps anybody, that's a tip for the day. Tomorrow morning we're going to have some news at 8:30, and there's quite a bit of economic news, personal spending and preliminary GDP and quarter over quarter and goods trade balance. And so exercise some caution tomorrow morning at 8:30. Keep in mind tomorrow is the last trading day of February. So if you've had a really good month in February, don't get carried away and wreck your whole month just trying to trade Friday. Sometimes Fridays can be a little challenging to trade, so might be a time for you to limit the number of trades, or there's never anything wrong with taking no trades on a day that you just don't see anything you like. These bus drivers, I mean, they are frustrating because I think somebody pointed out to me this morning that the YM bus driver had driven back and forth across settlement 9 times. I mean, the idiot ought to make up his mind, right? But some days that happens, and we just don't get a nice trending trade. So, um, right, Monday is the last trading day. Lori points out, and that is true. But for those who book their their they've got their business plan set out by the week to add up to 4 weeks in the month. Just be very careful about Fridays, and particularly like right now there's only 344 contracts in crude oil, and sometimes if you've noticed and watched those numbers, there's 500 and sometimes 600,000 trading. ES, I just checked that, and there's about 1 million contracts trading. ES generally has way more than that. So it's the volume, which is why we all keep these volume indicators on our charts. And if you do not have, I don't put volume on every single chart because it starts to take up a lot of space and gets real squished. But the main principal charts that I trade off of, I've got this expected volume down here, and I made that the exceeding mark a nice big fat line that draws my attention when it pokes up above there. But the opposite is true. If it's way below there, I would just stay out. Anyway, I think that's about it today. Tomorrow morning, just be real careful about getting into trades right at 8:30. So, oh, and don't forget, I'm trying to remind everybody every day, if you have not changed or updated your NinjaTrader to that new whatever that is that Ninja wants you to load into your NinjaTrader to take it up to the next. It's the next issue on Ninja. It's a free thing. If it's Tony's put the link to the website in here 2 or 3 times. but it's on the website. Be sure you do that because Saturday is the last day you're going to have to do that. And if you don't do it by Saturday, you're going to have to uninstall Ninja and reinstall it, which is a pain. So best just take care of it. It only takes about 3 seconds to do it. Wait until the end of the trading day when you're through trading. Don't try to do it right in the middle of your trading because you have to close NinjaTrader to do it. So, I think that's about it. And I will see you all tomorrow. This has been my world. This Tony's got a note in here. Yes, if you want to find that NinjaTrader, they've got it's in the announcements when they open your NinjaTrader. Don't just ignore that thing. All you have to do is click on that, and that'll take care of it. So, this has been my view from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you all tomorrow.